Okay, we're here with Lara, who is the team leader for the guys responsible for looking after the Princess of Wales Conservatory, who's very kindly taken some time out to show us around. Lara, thanks very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Why don't you explain the Princess of Wales Conservatory to us in a nutshell? I understand there's 10 different temperate areas. Is that the right expression to use?
Yeah, exactly. There's 10 different climatic zones, and that's how it differs from the other conservatories here. It's fairly modern, it's been here for 20 years, and it's a really diverse range of plants, ranging from ferns, orchids, the tropics, carnivorous plants.
Carnivorous plants, which I'm really interested to see. Why don't we go and you can show us around?
Yeah, sure.
Lovely, come on. After you.
Thank you.
Gosh. Now this is a cactus, sir.
Yeah, so this is the south end, and that's what the building does, it makes the best of the light. So this is the south end, so obviously in here we have the cacti display.
Now, I always think being cactus or cacti, it should be really, really hot, but it's not. This is actually quite pleasant.
Yeah, it is compared to the rest of the glasshouse, and I think that's quite humid in there. And in here we have a split, and everything on this side is African and everything on that side is New World.
Laura, what's your favourite part of the conservatory?
Well, my favourite are orchids and carnivorous plants as well.
I'm intrigued to see the carnivorous plants. What do you feed them?
Well, we don't actually feed them. We have
What do you mean you don't feed them?
we have the windows open and they feed themselves.
What, lots of flies? I bet a lot of kids. There's lots of kids here, and I bet they love the carnivorous
Yeah, they do,
plants.
and that's why we have glass around them to stop them poking things in them.
Let's go and check them out.
And they have this amazing quality that they repel water.
That's like mercury.
Yeah, and they're trying to duplicate this and make clothing out of it because
My God, they make marvellous raincoats,
yeah,
isn't it?
because it never sticks to it. It always rolls up.
Wonderful. Oh, now these look like...
These are carnivorous plants, yeah. These are nepenthes, and the insect is attracted to this lid, then it falls in here, and inside there's this digestive enzyme.
Oh, really gorgeous.
And we combed these up the other day, and the other one on the other side has got these huge pictures, and it all fell on us, and it was full of cockroaches, half-eaten cockroaches. And
so you do feed them cockroaches?
No, they feed themselves cockroaches. But the rest are in here.
I'm not believing this. I think you've got a whole collection of bugs somewhere and you just come in and feed them. Oh, actually, I just saw a fly.
Yeah. So these are all Sarracenias from North America, and it's a similar thing, and the bottom is all full of insects and flies. And you see that hole there?
Yeah.
That's when they've got indigestion.
And they're excreting the...
yeah, and basically they've just eaten too much.
Oh,
have like a lure on them, which is a pattern that drags
like
them in.
fish.
Yeah.
I've seen.
And then you've
Venus
got Venus flytraps, and there's a little fly in that one. And they shut after 2 touches. You have to touch them twice, and then they shut. This is my favourite though, which you can't really see, but this is a utricularia.
A what?
A utricularia.
You trick one on me too.
And basically, under the water, that's why it's growing here, it has this bladder like that with a trapdoor, and when the fish or whatever is in there swims past it, it opens like that, floods with water, and then closes.
And then digests the fish.
Yeah. It's right on the other side.
Now I noticed there was a stingray down here.
Yeah, we've got freshwater stingrays in the fish, and we've got the pacus, the fruit-eating piranhas in here.
The piranha.
Yeah.
I noticed the sign, don't stick your fingers in, they get eaten.
We've got arowana in here.
What's arowana? Oh, there's that big...
Yeah. We've got an arowana with an orange tail, and they can jump. They jump for insects. They coil up like a spring, and then they jump. And when the expert put it in here, it jumped into the next pond, because there's a wheel there, and then it jumped into the filter, and we have to keep putting it back again all the time. It's quite a big fish as well.
Well, he's just checking out his house.
Yeah.
Okay, now what zone are we in up here now?
Well, this whole zone is the moist tropics, but this area is bromeliads, which are related
to... on trees.
Yeah, they're epiphytes, they grow on trees closely. The pineapple is a bromeliad,
right.
So that's one type of them. A lot of people know them, they have them as house plants.
We buy these in Tesco and Sainsbury's.
Yeah. And these
But they never last though.
They do last, but what happens is the main bit dies and then it sends up all these little pups and you cut that bit off when it's flowered and then you get all the new ones coming out.
They don't tell you that, do they?
But yeah, we've got them, you know, growing as epiphytes on cork bark, on the pillars. Yeah, that's one of our oldest accessions.
This one here?
Yeah,
How old?
1894.
What's this? It's another carnivorous plant.
No.
My God, that is beautiful.
Aristolochia. Just has this amazing like bladder on it. It's like a little climber. They used to give it to women.
This is indigenous from where?
This is Asian, I believe. And they used to give it to pregnant women until they found out that it actually caused them to miscarry. You know, it's sort of Victorian
Lovely.
days.
And now we're moving down. You actually do notice a dip in temperatures going down.
Yeah. A lot of this side we've been redoing, so there's not as much shade as there was before, which would make it cooler as well. And this is cool, and this is my favourite zone.
This is your favourite zone?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can give us some tips on keeping orchids
I can,
too.
yeah, absolutely.
Because I buy them from the shop, and they flower, and then they die, and I never know what to do with them. God, this is really cool.
Yeah, this is temperate orchids. A lot of orchids are from the tropics, but they'll grow in the Andes and grow quite high up where it's cool. But this is quite nice. It's just going over, but the Stanhopeia.
It looks like an egg yolk.
Yeah. And then this one, which nobody can ever believe is an orchid, which is a dendrochilum. And it
that's its
smells
flower.
nice.
Oh my God, it smells lovely.
We've got 9,000 accessions, and I think we've got 1,500 species, which is, well, Kew's collection is one of the world's oldest collections. It's 2 centuries old, and one of the most comprehensive, because what people will normally grow is they'll grow one type, like they'll grow Phalaenopsis or Pleurophalis, whereas we have a real range of everything, a little bit from all over the world. Oh, there's one left just there. This is what most people have in their home, this one here, the
That's
Phalaenopsis, yeah. And they're actually incredibly easy to look after. They're sort of what we call a middle of the room plant, because they like a sort of constant warmth and not too much light. And what they don't like to be is overwatered.
That's where I think a lot of people go wrong.
Yeah. And the best thing to do is to put it in the sink and water it from the top and just let it all run out and never sit it in a bowl. And also you need to use either rainwater or filtered water or boil water.
Not tap water.
Not London water, definitely not.
And what do you do with it in winter?
In winter, just the same sort of thing, ease up on the watering a little bit. But the top tip is when they finish flowering, is if you can see on this stem, it has like these rings there.
Yeah.
This is quite a short one. But if you cut it to just above the second ring, so just where my fingers are, then 90% of the time it'll send out another flower shoot
really?
there. Yeah, and you get a bonus flower shoot.
Well, there you have it from the expert at Kew Gardens. That is wonderful, thank you. This really is quite majestic.
That's nice.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Dendrodium. These are nice for the home as well, Zygopetalum.
I've never seen these.
Yeah, they're nice. They're a bit cooler and they're really fragrant.
Oh my God, they smell beautiful.
Is that nice? And they're all slightly variable as well.
And they're from where? Where are they from originally?
That's
They're
a
Asian.
hybrid. I think they are Asian, yeah. Vandas, they're really nice. Quite trendy.
Look at this. This is what I find amazing. I have no sort of grounding in anything.
Yeah.
So where do they get their nourishment and their...
Well, you can hear now.
Is it just from the moisture?
Yeah, the mist is on in here and it's quite a humid zone. But I will water them every day. But orchids have this protective layer. It's called velamen. And it's dead cells that protects the inner root. And if I break that, inside you see the actual green root, yeah.